Hello everybody and welcome back to competitive multiplayer. So in this episode we're going to start off by transferring some of the biodiesel over to our brand new placeable factory just over here. Now we actually do need water as well. That's going to be pretty easy to do, and we have to get the weeder out to remove these weeds. We have to do that before 7:30 tonight, otherwise we run the risk of having them growing into fully grown weeds and then we have to spray them off, which would be very expensive. So let me just figure out where we have to put the biodiesel. Looks like maybe here. This is for soy drink, by the way. We're producing soy drink. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll figure it out because it should accept it. Maybe here. Maybe in the big tank. We will see. So yeah, actually maybe we can transfer it into the tanker. I won't try that to begin with, just in case it doesn't work, but maybe in the future. And yeah, hopefully we can actually pick these pallets up with the tractor. They should be within its capabilities, but they are still going to be quite heavy. I think they're about 2.5 tons each, judging by the literage. Oh, crikey. Well, all we have to do is stick something on the back. I could put the seed hopper on the back. That would work. The seed hopper is down here. Obviously the best thing is a rear weight, but since I don't have one, not here at least, it's going to be quite tricky. So yeah, is that accepted here? Let me just do this off screen. Okay, I figured it out. Just put it really close to the tank over here and it should start to take them. There we go. It got stuck, but that is fine. Yes, and because I've been messing around trying to figure it out, it is now 7 o'clock. So before we transfer any more, what we need to do is head over to the farm to get the weeder. Look, that's an output. Soy drink. I'm sure I needed water. Was that a different thing? We do need water, but it is still outputting soy drink. That's interesting. Yes, well, I think we should probably do that as soon as possible. First things first though, let's just do this. The reason why the Massey Ferguson is attached to the tanker is because I was actually trying to do what I said at the beginning, trying to put all the biodiesel into the tanker, but it didn't actually work. But as it turns out, it didn't need to work, because I figured it out. It's going to be a mad rush. Obviously I can't do this area with fully grown weeds, but we can do all of the area which hasn't germinated yet. Still quite a big area for just over just over a quarter of an hour. Top speed of 7 miles per hour. We'll just do what we can, but hopefully we will have it done by 7:30. If we don't, then it's just the way it is. We'll just have to spray the weeds off tomorrow. But yeah, I'm sure we can do it. I hope. Here we go. We have 15 minutes left. Well, thankfully, the weeds didn't grow any bigger. Not yet. However, it is raining, and also, I can't really see where I have and haven't been, so I've just been guessing that. Hopefully I've got most of it. Oh yes, the soy drink. How's it been going? We have over 2,000 litres of soy drink ready to go. I'm not too sure how much it's worth, but I am looking to sell it pretty much straight away. Hopefully the price is good. And that is the exact reason why we have got this field here. This is a soybean field. It's all going to be put into the soybean or the soy drink factory. So let's go and take this weeder back to the farm, and then we'll come back, continue transferring the biodiesel, and we'll also get the water. I don't know what the water is for. It's probably for padding it out. Probably using far too much. Actually, I don't know. What are we using too much of? No, it would probably just produce more if we have water. But it does mean buying a tanker. And yesterday we had £11,000, now we have 1,483. That is all thanks to the leasing fees. So if we can do, selling some soy drink today before we buy the tanker would be beneficial. But of course it does have to be worth quite a bit for it to really pay off. So we'll take a look at the prices and just see. There we go. Soy drink. I know which icon it is. This one here. Oh, the price is looking good. Sale of pallets, 2,575 and increasing. So already we must have about £5,000 worth. That's very good. So yeah, let's go and transfer some more diesel using the seed hopper as our counterbalance. It works. Just looks a bit weird. Now thankfully we actually do have loads of diesel. I think production might have ended. Can't say for sure. I will take a look. Yes, we actually do have a bit of canola left, but we've run out of the road diesel. So if we buy a bit more diesel we can get a bit more. But as it is, we actually have quite a bit. I should definitely try and sort that big dip out. Also, we could use the trailer to transfer all these pallets in one go. But I don't know how much this actually takes. Oops, that was a bit violent. I was a bit too far forward with my trigger. It's just in front. Just there. So yes, I'll keep getting them. Does seem to be hard to find. Who knows where it is exactly? Right there. Okay. I'll just keep bringing them. Well, I figured it out. It's higher up. Stay up here and we'll be fine. There we go. And we just have one more pallet left. Let's bring that across as well. I don't think we'll ever be selling biodiesel. We need it. As you saw there, I did try and level this out a bit. I didn't really like the idea of me leveling the top piece, which is the biggest problem. But I hear that the terrain editing in 22 is much better, much easier and more effective. So we'll just pour this in here and then we can hopefully sell some and then use the money to get a tanker, because you've got to spend money to make money. Is that full? Oh no, still taking them. There we go. Okay, so we have, look at that, it's like nothing. Well, it's about 25%. 25% of the biodiesel. Still got plenty of soybeans, so yeah, the soy drink is still being produced. I think the best thing to do is to first of all pick up the pallet and then see exactly where the sell point is. Okay, it's not quite a full pallet, but it's not too far off. So, sale of pallets is the place we're looking to go to. Tag the place, and that is over here, over at the port. So it's not too far away, although in this tractor it's not exactly close. So yes, I will see you over there. Let's make a start. And as I said, this is purely just to be able to afford the tanker for water. I wonder if I can do this without the hopper on the back. It'd be good if I can do. Hang on. Ah, that must be a byproduct. Compost, I'm guessing. A byproduct of the diesel production. Nope, we're tipping forward too much. Let's just take this with us then. Yes, I will see you when we're nearly there. Well, we're here, and I seem to have found a container jump. I'm guessing this is to drive through to see how far you can jump out of there. Something we'll have to do, probably not best with this tractor. Yes, it's going to be a bit slow. Anyway, the sell point I think is, well, the marker was just over here, but I can see trigger markings there, so we'll just say, oh no, it is here. Interesting. So that's taken some of it. £3,038. Don't know why it only took half. It's within the trigger. Let me just move these around by hand. Maybe there's a limit to how much we can sell per hour. Although that would be pretty weird. There we go. Please sell. Close. Again, I think maybe we have to be higher up. There we go. So we now have £7,333. That was very good. How much is the tanker? Let's go for... It has to be something pretty cheap. Nothing is pretty cheap. In fact, yeah, that's quite expensive. So, what we're going to have to do is try and find out how to get a bit more money. Maybe we have something that we don't necessarily need. Maybe we can sell something. If there is something here that we don't need, we will sell it. But I think we do need everything. There's nothing here. Oh, there's my weight. Could have done with that. Yeah, nothing which would just be ready to sell, which is problematic. We also have fin number 4, which needs to be cultivated. I could get that going. Right, well, the way I see this is the best thing to do is to allow that to create a bit more. Then we're just going to have to sell some more. Once we have the money, we can buy the tanker and put the water in. I don't know the exact reason for the water, but it must help. It must pad it out somehow, I'm guessing. So yeah, let me jump into the Massey Ferguson again. Here we are. We'll put it onto that cultivator, well, subsoiler, and I think we can actually attach that directly to the drill, and we can effectively direct drill. So I just need to go back over to where the factories are to pick up the equipment, and then oh, hello car. And then yes, we can immediately start putting the next crop in. Question is, what do we put in? I don't want to keep doing soybeans continuously, but it would seem to make sense. Maybe canola again? Maybe half and half. Half canola, half soybeans. Because after all, we are doing this for the factory. That is the way to make the money. Yeah, so I'm hoping if I detach the power harrow, well, detach the drill part, then detach the power harrow, we should be able to put that part on the back. Can't remember how much seed we have. Obviously we need to put the hopper on. Yeah, how much I don't know, how much seed? How much hopper? Yeah, it's probably gonna be enough, but I can't guarantee it. Anyway, that seems to fit nicely. just make sure when we lower it, it's okay. Yep, seems to be. Whoop, don't want to plough the crop up. And yeah, I think we're almost ready to start. Okay, we had 42 litres, we now have 200 litres. I just found some seed on the pallet, which is only 13%, so there's no other way about it. We're going to have to go over to the store and buy some seed. See, the thing is, it looks like I have no money, but actually, I have 2 fields, I have 2 factories. At the end of all this, when we come to sell all of that, that is quite a substantial amount of money. And I think the best way of doing this is by buying this pallet. Get much more seed. Thing is though, it might not all fit. But we can come back to that later. I don't think opponents can use it, so there's no issue there. Right, finally, to the field. So I will do a bit of this, but I've just realised we do also need to spray the field, the soybean field. It needs to be productive. Otherwise it's not really worth doing. Okay, and there is my combine harvester, still at the field. So the first section is going to be soybeans. And the second section is most likely going to be canola for the biodiesel. Interesting how you grow them both together. We're turning one into fuel and one into a drink. Both from the same field. And yeah, this field isn't that big. The good thing about this field actually is that we do have more than what it appears on the surface. Our field boundary is not the boundary of the actual field that's been harvested. We own all the grass area and we own the trees. In fact, we could get a grass cut out of this, like I did on Survivor Challenge. I don't know how the cutting of the trees will work. Obviously I know that the spruce trees can be cut down pretty easily, but a silver birch, yeah, you can do. You might be cut down soon, because we've got to get money from anything that we can do. If it's on our land and it will make money, then it should be taken down, it should be consumed, it should be sold. Any source of income. Right, so I'm going to continue, keep going for a little bit. Okay, so that is now setting a straight line. That is the worker. I would drill to the left of the tractor, and then the worker can drill to the right of the tractor, doing the canola. Okay, so it's got to the end. We've got a nice straight line. I'm going to continue. It'd be good if it can actually drill flush, like right up to the soybeans. That would be very good. And I've just realised as well, because I've got so many Let's Plays on the go, I always get confused about what I have on each game. Yes, fertilizer for this Let's Play I was using a least trailed fertilizer spreader, which we no longer have, so getting hold of another one is going to be tricky. We only have 2 slots for leasing, both of which are taken, so we would actually have to buy a sprayer or a spreader. And yes, I did want to lift that. Okay, Right, so yeah, let's just put out some canola, if we can do. If it will let me. There we go. Yes, canola. Good. So we don't want any overlap if we can help it. And I need to make sure the worker doesn't go back over that area, which we've just done. Because it could do, because it has a subsoiler on, so technically it doesn't really know that that shouldn't be cultivated. But once it's done its first pass, it'll be fine. Here we go. Is it going to be able to master it? Will it get it right? Please go right. Looking promising. Good. This worker has a brain. So, here is our combine harvester. It's going to be needed at the other field first of all. Let's just unfold the header. Put the pipe in. I would say fold it up, but this one doesn't fold up. And we'll take it down to the other soybean field in preparation for the harvest of the soybeans. We'll leave the worker to it. It should just about have enough seed, but if it doesn't, it's going to have just a tiny bit of field left. It's going to be very close. Finally, the rain has stopped. That didn't take long. It was raining, well, at least it feels like it was raining for most of the night. And all this morning. So it looks like the field is growing very nicely. Some of it's actually ready to harvest, look at that. We can't spray that off now, but yeah, I didn't really want to spend money on herbicide anyway, and we would have to have a sprayer, which is the limiting factor. So yeah, let me get that harvested, because it's just going to give us something to put into the factory. The factory is still okay. Oop. Yes, I wonder how much is produced. So it is frustrating that we can't fertilise it. Let's just take a quick look at the factory. 998 litres, so we'll leave it to it. No point selling just that. It would be good to leave it until we have another pallet, another full pallet. We might end up selling what we're harvesting at the moment, but I'd hope not to. It just depends how desperate for money we are. I won't tip this into the factory until we know for sure that we have enough money. So we've got this piece and we've got that piece over there. Nice and simple. Probably going to be about half a combine load. Well, there we go, the final triangle. Not bad though, close to 3,500 litres. Just spin around and get the final piece. And I think I'm going to put it into the trailer, but we won't tip it as I said. I prefer not to keep it in the combine harvester. Yeah, could have been worse. Exactly a third of a tank. So we'll just let the rest of it ripen, then we can harvest it, then we can put it into the same place, into the factory, start turning it into a soy drink. I am surprised though that it has started production without the water. I would have thought it would have needed it. Yeah, interesting. So, let's just let that empty. And then we'll park up, ready for next time. I'm not too sure if my worker is finished. Just going back over where it's already been. Hopefully it hasn't messed anything up. Good, that seems fine. Looks like almost dead in the middle, maybe slightly more soybeans than canola. That's good, yeah, and we did have enough. So, yeah, I'm just going to take this back to the farm as well. Better yet, let's just take it straight to the field. No time to mess around. This can start drilling again next time. As for the crop type, what do you think? What should we put in? Anyway, yes, we're going to leave this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. And until next time, see you again very soon. Bye for now.